Hello and welcome to episode 433 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I kind of fidget in my chair like this. Sorry about that. But I also give you a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. Now, in today's episode, we're talking about something which I call silent questions. And that's because with objections in particular, and you'll know this is true because when you've gone to buy something, you might have been sat there thinking, how do I know if I can trust James? Is he any good? Whatever. You've got questions that you're probably never going to verbalize and ask, but they're there. Hence, silent questions. As a seller, I'm never going to hear them, but they're there and they could cost me the deal. So one of the best ways to deal with this, or there's two ways really that we can deal with this. The first one is to create an FAQ, a frequently asked questions, and to list out all the questions that you get asked and answer them. But there's a little trick here, and that is not to host the FAQ, the frequently asked questions, on your website. Don't host it on your website. Host it in a Google document or a shared online document. When your FAQs, your frequently asked questions, are not in the confines of a website, it feels a lot less pressure and it's a lot easier to navigate for people. It's a little trick I picked up a long time ago. If you go to clearsalesmessage.com/FAQ, you'll find my frequently asked questions there, and you can have a look through all the questions that I've answered about having a clear sales message in particular. I share that with clients because then they can go through and find the answers to questions maybe they didn't want to ask me, weren't comfortable doing, and it gets around it that way. The second way to answer silent questions is to just suggest them. Say, usually people ask us this, or I don't know if you're thinking this, but blah, 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 and you bring it up, you suggest it. And by suggesting an objection or a problem and then answering it effectively, that not only answers it in the mind of the buyer, but it shows real confidence. It's very compelling. You're so strong and confident in your offering that you're happy to bring up a perceived negative problem issue, bring it up, we haven't even talked about it, and then deal with it. That's really compelling for me as a buyer. But the moral of the story is you're going to have silent questions from your buyers. They're going to be thinking things and asking things, but not actually asking you. They'll either Google it, check it out, or just sit there not having their question answered. That can cost you the business, and you never really know about it. So make sure you've got an FAQ, a frequently asked questions. Make sure you suggest objections to people. Those are the two ways to overcome it. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 434, as I talk even quicker than usual, I'm going to talk about the problem with referrals. The problem with referrals, when somebody refers somebody to you, say, hi James, meet so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. There's a big, fat, stinking, steaming problem with that, which a lot of people fall foul of. And I understand why you do it. I used to do it myself, but I will solve that for you in tomorrow's episode. That's it for this one. Thank you for listening and watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.